Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today we're going to explore the USS LIONFISH and take a look at the Soviet ship Hiddensee. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. As a reminder, we are still in Battleship Cove in Massachusetts, and they even have the Hiddensee, which is a Soviet vessel. Hey, you can't get on it, but you can view it and kind of see the different types of munitions. This was originally commissioned by the East German Navy and was a Tarantula class corvette. At least, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it was built at the Petrovsky shipyard in 1984, which was located near the former Soviet or Russian city of Leningrad, which is now known as St. Petersburg. An example of a Soviet-built missile corvette, Hiddensee was designed to oppose any naval threat to the East German coast. And to fulfill this mission, it carried long-range Styx anti-ship missiles and an array of defensive weapons designed to ensure her own survival. Following the reunification of Germany, the Hiddensee served with the Federal German Navy until she was decommissioned in April of 1991. Shortly thereafter, she was actually reactivated and transferred to the U.S. Navy, where she continued as a research vessel until April of 1996, where she later joined the Battleship Cove fleet in Fall River on June 14th, 1997. Now, this is the USS LIONFISH Submarine. There's a lot of repairs that need to be made, as you'll see, but we can still explore a little bit underneath as well. At the time we were visiting, they were doing some deck repair, as you can see here, but it is kind of neat. You can see what's underneath. But to tell you a little more about this vessel, here is Davis to tell you all the ins and outs and its history and so much more.
USS LIONFISH SS-298 is a Belau-class submarine and was the only ship of the United States Navy named for the lionfish, a scorpionoid fish found in the West Indies and the tropical Pacific. After completing her shakedown cruise off New England, she began her first war patrol in Japanese waters on April 1, 1945. 10 days later, she dodged 2 torpedoes fired by a Japanese submarine and on May 1st destroyed a Japanese schooner with her deck gun. After a rendezvous with the submarine USS Race, she transported B-29 survivors to Saipan and then made her way to Midway Island for replenishment. On June 2, 1945, she started her second war patrol and on July 10th fired torpedoes at a surface Japanese submarine, after which LIONFISH's crew heard explosions and observed smoke through their periscope. She subsequently fired on 2 more Japanese submarines and ended her second and last war patrol performing lifeguard duty, the rescue of downed flyers, off the coast of Japan. When hostilities ended on August 15, 1945, she headed for San Francisco and was decommissioned at Mare Island Navy Yard on January 16, 1946. LIONFISH was recommissioned on January 31, 1951, and headed for the East Coast for training cruises. After participating in NATO exercises and a Mediterranean cruise, she returned to the East Coast and was decommissioned at the Boston Navy Yard on December 15, 1953. In 1960, the submarine was called to duty again, this time serving as a reserve training submarine at Providence, Rhode Island. In 1971, she was stricken from the Navy Register, and in 1973, she was unveiled for permanent display as a memorial at Battleship Cove, where she has evolved into one of the museum's most popular exhibits and a monument to all submariners.
Well, thank you, Davis, for giving us such great information. And we hope to see you back here on our future adventures. And as always, have a great day.